Testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 testing 1 2 3 4 testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 testing 1 2 1 2 there we go 1 2 buckle my shoe. My name is Frankie Grover and welcome to Topic of Conversation podcast, where we talk about things that sometimes make people uncomfortable. We talk about them anyway. What the hell, right? That's the way of life. If you don't like it, you can always turn it off. Tell somebody else to turn it off, or you turn it off. Today we're going to talk about relationships. You say to yourself, how can if you know me personally, and you say to yourself, how did this guy talk about relationships? Many he been in and many he have failed in. It really wasn't me though. It was the other party in the relationship. I'm a loving, caring, passionate man. And when I get involved with anybody, that person is a priority in my life. I just don't like the fact that sometimes you're not a priority in that person's life, but that person ain't got the guts to tell you. They just disappear and ghost you out of everything you have done. And it's very frustrating because the fact that you get to a point where you say, I'm trusting nobody else. Because, when you, I'm not going to say in love, but when you love another human being and trust that human being with your life, you want that person, at least if that person decide to walk away, that person at least have the ability to say to you, listen, Grover, this ain't working for me, so I'm going to go. And then all you have to do, whether you want to or not, throw your hands up and let it go. But if you don't do that, you get yourself into a jam that you do not need. So fellas, let me explain this to you. When you get my age, you're very picky about what you want. You're not going to settle for anything or anybody because you need to be with somebody. A long, long time ago, I realized that if I'm from a very, very large family. I got 19 brothers and sisters. It was 20 of us all together. And we grew up, we was our friends, we was our buddies, we had somebody to talk to play with. We was that. Then we got grown and started growing away. It was like, damn, I got nobody to play with, nobody to talk to, and etc. So then you get out on your own. When I went out on my own, I'm going to tell you now, I left home at 14 years old. And I don't regret it. I made a lot of progress in life. I made a lot of bad mistakes too. I've made a lot of progress in life, and I'm continuing to make progress in life. But the bottom line is this though. I left home at 14 years old. For a long, long time, I needed to have somebody with me. I married a lot. Till I realized the fact that I need nobody to make me but me. I don't need a wife. I don't need a girlfriend to make me. I need to make myself. Then I can spread out and be involved in relationships with other people. And that's what I've tried to do. And I think I'm a loner. I really do. But it don't bother me to be by myself. I don't get lonely. My routine is like now. My studio is located in my home. And where everything happened, I walk 4 minutes from the bedroom to the studio. I'm on the air, blah, 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 blah. So I spend a lot of time in this environment. And I don't have no problem with it. You know what I mean? Because when you allow the people into your environment that you think is there for your best interest, sometimes you make a mistake. You know what I mean? So I've got to the point now, I need nobody around me but me. I know what my routine is. And I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I do a radio show from 6 to 10. I'll take an hour break. Then after that, I'm on the road selling. I'm out all day long, and some days I work in the office, but majority of the time I'm on the road selling. I do 3 radio shows on Boss Hog Radio. I produce the gospel show on Sunday. That's on from 6 to 12. I do a live show on Saturday night. We call it the Beauty Salon and Barbershop Blues Show. And we're going to put together a Motown show going to start pretty soon on Boss Talk Radio Network. So I'm doing all that. Plus, I run and operate KISS Radio, WGBCFM.com, which is the #1 internet radio station in the country. So my life is I've constantly got stuff going. And I do that because I don't want to feel to a point where I need somebody around me to help me to get through the day. Because I really don't. And I think every man, especially men, every man should realize, look, you can't control nothing what people do. You cannot control how people feel about you. You cannot control what they think about you. You just hope. See, that's what I'm going to tell you about relationship too that scares the hell out of me. You can be and you can't, let me finish what I'm saying though. You can't control none of that. You can't control none of that. That's going to happen whether you want it or not. If you can be mad in love with a woman. Woman come on one day and say, well, Grover, I don't want to see you no more. I'm not happy and I want to move on. Okay? That's the best way to do it anyway. You don't just walk away and ghost someone. Yeah, have you ever been ghost before? You know what ghost mean? That means that somebody walk out of your life, block all your contact, block all the contact, all of it. The phone, the emails, Google, Apple, block everything. That means they done dealing with you. No matter what you think about the idea, they have the right to do it. And then, then you go through this thing like, what the hell did I do to deserve this? But then you move on. You have no choice in life. And me and a friend had a conversation. I was at a cigar shop the other night, sitting down and smoking a cigar with a friend of mine. We got this conversation about women. Okay? And his thing was, and he's absolutely correct, women is takers. Women is takers. More you give a woman, more she will take. Now, you women can say what they want to say about that. You give a woman, if you constantly give a woman, ain't no average woman going to say to you, I don't think I want that, and give it back to you. That won't happen. I did some one time. I overpaid a woman working for me a large amount of money. Not a large money, but let's say a couple of $400. I never got that money back. She did no work. So what am I going to do? Call the cops and say she stole it from me? I did not. Can't do that. But this is my thing, though. Fellas, you cannot buy a woman. Okay? If a woman say to you, I want this, I want this, I want this, that's a red flag. Haul ass. That is a red flag. Because you cannot, because let me tell you something. You can do all that stuff that you want to do for her. And at the end of the day, she can say, well, I'm not happy. You didn't give me enough. You didn't take care of me. And I don't think men should take care of women anyway. I think they should work together to reach the goals in life they want to reach. Because when a man starts taking care of a woman, it's like me. I'm the most open-minded brother you're going to meet in your whole entire life. Nothing, not that much fascinate me or whatever. But if I start giving you my money, I want you to listen to me at least. At least listen to me. And women don't understand that. And the woman really feel a man should constantly give. You give each other. In the last last friendship that I was in, I'm going to say friendship plus that I was in, I gave a lot because that's the way that I am. And it don't bother me because everything I've done and gave, I can make the money back and do it big and better for somebody else. I was engaged with a girl for 7 years, and I bought her a $10,000 engagement ring. When she left, she took the ring with her. All my friends like, man, take this bro to company. It ain't worth it, bro. If she know she did not deserve that $10,000 ring, why did she take it with her? That shows you right now the type of person that she is. Okay, so type of it is. And let me tell you something else too. There's red flags all over the place when it comes down to relationships. You have to know those red flags. You have to accept those red flags. And you got to do something about those red flags. You cannot ignore those red flags. Because if you ignore them, at the end of the day, you're going to be highly pissed off and highly upset. I guarantee you that. So you cannot ignore these red flags. You cannot do it. You see a red flag, you need to question that red flag. You need to question yourself. You ask yourself a question. Is I'm desperate? Do I need to be in a relationship? I see what's about to happen here. No, you're not. No, you're not. Let me tell you something about me. My God, whoever my God is, whoever I pray to, he's my God and me. Okay? I believe in my God. And apparently, my God believes in me. Because my God make miracle things happen for me. And sometimes I wake up one morning, look at the door and say, where am I going to go here? He point me in the right direction. Okay? He point me in the right direction. You know what I've started doing too? I've started to read the Bible. Seriously. I've started reading the Bible. I've never done it in my whole entire life. But now, when I'm at home in the afternoon, before I go out and start having an adult beverage and drink, I sit down, I've started reading now, and I've started reading the Bible. I don't really fully understand it, but I'm going to get there because it seems like there's something in there for me to ease my mind and make me a better human being. You know, I say to folks all the time, if you know me by now, you know I have family issues. From a large family, out of 20 people, there's 11 left. And I'm not close to none of them. I'm not. Okay? And a friend said to me the other day, you need to try harder because that's family. When God knows, I'm going to make that effort. A matter of fact, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get in my truck next weekend, and I'm going to drive to Americus, Georgia. Just for the weekend. I don't know where my stay, I may to the hotel, but go to the weekend, just hang out and try to talk to people and try to get something on the right track. I'm going to call my sister in North Carolina, when can I get her to meet me in Georgia? Because I really need to talk to her. I really need to try to fix this. I'm 71 years old. I feel like I'm 51. I'm in great shape for my age. Nobody think I'm 71 years old. Thank God for that. But the bottom line is this here. Life is so short, and you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And you need to try to fix it. And you got to fix it with family. Family should be a priority. And I'm trying to do that. My whole entire family structure fell apart. My son and my granddaughter, you know me for a long time. You know, my granddaughter was a part of my life. She was unbelievable. I raised this kid from the time she was 1 to 5 years old. Me, myself, and I, being a workaholic, and still took care of this kid and raised her from a little girl till she was 5 years old. First day of walking, first day of school, first day learning how to ride a bicycle, a skateboard, a whole 9 yard. That was my heart. But now I barely see her. She's 14 years old. I barely see her for a lot of reasons that her mother and father have created. And I think it's sad. But anyway, fellas, about relationships now. Believe me when I tell you. I've been through a lot of them. Trust me when I tell you. You have to make you a priority. You cannot, if you're a religious man, you believe in God, God need to be first, you need to be second. My thing is this. I don't want to lead nobody nowhere. I had a woman say to me, I need you to lead me. Lead you where? I need you to help. We will go somewhere together. I want to lead you nowhere because let me tell you what happened when a man started leading a woman. When a man can control of a woman, some crazy men really take control. Is that what you want? I'm not saying I'll never do that, but is that what you want though? Because it make no sense to me. Lead me where? The man's over the head of the household. So the man head of the household. You respect the man. All right? And the man understand that. But the man understand also, you are a part of this also. You know, it's amazing to me that intelligent women think the way they think when it comes down to relationships. I don't get it. I don't want no woman I got to lead anyway. Because let me tell you why. If I get involved with somebody and bust my behind to accomplish a lot of stuff in life and end up dying, I ran over by a Mack truck while I'm out riding my bike because I'm a serious bicycle rider. All right? If that woman cannot hold on to that and benefit from that till she can sell it and some fast talker come in and get it right away from her, that's embarrassing. Because she did not learn what you was doing. You know, and it's really weird too that when a man die, women don't know nothing about what that man was doing. Nothing. That's on TV and that's in real life. And I think it's so screwed up that people think that way. I want a woman that we can spend, that I can spend time with. We work together to accomplish the goals in life that we set for each other. And then when we get older, we'll be able to go on vacations, travel the world, and enjoy each other at an older age. You don't want nobody you have to lead around, baby, do this, baby, do this, don't do this, baby, don't do this. A woman don't need your permission to go out at night. If she want to go out with her girlfriends, can I go out tonight? Hell no. I mean, you should ask that question. But men, some men and women, and for a woman to think a man needs to lead you anywhere, this is only my opinion. I know I got friends going to disagree with this. That is the most ridiculous thing I've seen in my whole entire life. You know, I say to people all the time, my mother, Miss Mary Grover, raised 20 kids. My father died. I think my father died when I was real young. I think my father died, I was 6 years old. My father died. That woman was left alone with those kids. Other kids came along after that too now, but let's face the facts. You know, she was dated. I think she got remarried again. Did she get married? I don't know. I know she dated other people. And kids was involved in that situation too. But that woman took out time to raise all of us. And I'm going to tell you right now, none of us turned out to be mass murderers, rapists, and doing dumb stuff. Only brother that I got in jail was my brother MacArthur Grover. Because he was a speed demon, and he outran the cops at Americus, Georgia one night, and they finally found him and locked him up. He was there for, I think, a week or something in jail. But it's the only thing that happened in our family. So a woman is just as strong as a man, and a woman should be respected and treated like that. They really, really should. And I really believe that. This ain't something I'm just saying because I'm saying it. I'm saying that, and no woman should want no man to lead her nowhere. Okay? I got a friend of mine, and one of the reasons probably I don't know we stopped being friends. I know we stopped being. I don't know what happened. I got a friend of mine. She take care of herself. She don't do a bad job with it. She got into a tight situation where she got into a struggle. So she's working hard to try to get out of the struggle that she's in. Do you think that woman need a man to come into her house, in her environment, and lead her around? Is that what she want, though? Is that what she want? She want a man to lead her. Lead her to church. Lead her this. Lead her this. Are you freaking insane? You can do it by your damn self. You don't need me or nobody else to lead you around. And I don't get that with women. Isn't that a red flag there? And, you know, brothers, I'm going to tell you right now. If you see a red flag, acknowledge that red flag. And if you can't figure that red flag out with the woman that you are with, leave that woman alone. Because all it's going to be is a disaster to you down the road later. That's my Topic of Conversation podcast for today. We're going to start posting at least 2 or 3 times a week, talk about all kind of stuff. But I need to get that off my chest there. And I'm not talking about nobody in particular. Okay? Not in particular. I'm just talking in general. Okay? And you know, fellas, let me tell you something too. Whatever you do in life, I'm going to wrap this up with this. Never, ever forget, and it's for men and women alike, the most important person in your life is you. Not your husband, not your wife, not your kids, you. Because if you're not in a position to do anything, how can you lead or take care of your family? I don't like to lead stuff. How can you take care of your family? You can't. Okay? So nobody tell you. I ask this question a lot. Let me ask this question before I go, and y'all can figure it out. You can text me or what do you want to do? You can. You believe in God, right? Okay. God is number one in your life. God is number one. After God in your life, who's number two? You know, people get that wrong. My number one after God is me. And then everybody after that. I had a friend, we had a friend talk about the other day about that. He said to me, "Where's my wife? Are you freaking insane? Come on." And then the next day he tells me he caught her cheating. But in other words, she was important to him. Get out of here, man. Anyway, fellas and ladies alike, the number one person in your life should be you. That's my take. That's what I believe. Hope you guys enjoyed the Top of the Conversation podcast. You want to reach out and touch me, you can. My email address is at wgbcfmgrover@yahoo.com. You can text me at 863-370-5104, or you can call me that number also, 863-370-5104. I'd love to talk to you. Peace, my friends. Love you guys. You guys take care, and I hope you're going to have a lovely day. Frankie Grover, Top of the